Good morning, all. My name is Carolyn Grove, and I'm going to be doing the children's message this morning to go along with Pastor Scott's message. So, I'm going to be reading a Bible story out of my grandchildren's Bible book. I'm in their room recording this for you today. They weren't able to be here, but I brought along some of their friends for you. And those who are a little older might realize those are true Cabbage Patch dolls. But we're going to read the story now, a resurrection story. One of the people who saw Jesus die on the cross was a rich man called Joseph. He was from the town of Arimathea of Judah. Joseph was an honest and brave man. He was a temple leader, but he did not agree with the ones who had turned Jesus over to the Romans. He heard Jesus' teaching and he believed in what Jesus said. Now Joseph was sad. He went to Pilate and asked Jesus for the body so he could be buried. Joseph took the body down from the cross and wrapped it in fine cloth. Then he put it in a tomb that was cut out of a solid rock. So this shows Joseph in a large hole in the rock that made the tomb. Two women had come with Jesus from Galilee, were there too. They watched Joseph place the body of Jesus in the tomb and put a large stone in front of the cave opening. Then they went to get things ready for the burial. This was Friday. Saturday was the Sabbath. It was against the Jewish law to bury anyone on the Sabbath, so they had to wait until Sunday. So that shows the burial site in here, which is a big hole in the side of that big rock, and then the boulder that they put in front, and Joseph and the two women. So that's where they buried Jesus. On Sunday, which was the third day, Mary Magdalene, Joanna, Mary, the mother of James, and the other women went back to the tomb. To their amazement, the stone had been rolled away. The women went inside, but Jesus' body was gone. So there's the opening of the tomb and the women and the big boulder. Suddenly, two men in shining white clothes stood in front of the tomb. The women were afraid and they fell to their knees. One of the men said, "Why are you looking in the place of the dead for someone who is alive? Jesus isn't here. He has risen from the dead." The women left the tomb. They had to go tell the other 11 disciples. Most of the disciples didn't believe the story, but Peter ran to the tomb. He looked inside, and the only thing he saw was a fine cloth that Joseph of Arimathea had wrapped around the body of Jesus 2 days ago. This was Sunday, Easter Sunday. So there are the two white-clothed men, which some people believe were angels, and the women. And then there's Peter, who went into the empty tomb. So Jesus has risen again for all of us on Easter morning. I hope you enjoyed Pastor Scott's message. Thank you.